How's it, guys? I came to Tongat now. There's a Golf 4 where it had a sump leak. So the guy already bought the sump and stuff, and then I removed the sump here from the Golf 4. But the issue was, now if you look there, the two sumps are different. You get two types of sumps for the Golf 4. One that has a sensor, so he got the wrong one. So obviously I can't finish this job. But we're just gonna put the sump back into its place, leave it for a while until the customer gets the correct sump. But then I have a MPI Golf 1 here, Tenacity, and this car is just not starting. No, I'm gonna try to diagnose it, and obviously I'm not gonna make a full video on it. But yeah, I know I don't usually work with only 8-valve motors, but we're working on the Golf 4 and we're working on Tenacity. So the story behind this vehicle, the guy bought it as a non-runner. He had a lot of issues with it, and the car hasn't been started in over 1 year. No signs of life, and it just had too much of drama. He got electricians, he got mechanics. No one was able to actually, bring some life back into this engine. So the first thing I want to do was set timing. So I start off with the cam. Like you can see, I put a picture on the top there. The cam mark on the sprocket needs to line up with the tappet cover. Covered this in other videos as well. Then I went to the bell housing to make sure that the diamond lines up like so. Once that is set, I turn my attention to the distributor because the timing was completely off. uh, spark timing, it was 180 degrees off. Reason being, they set the timing on the exhaust stroke and not on the intake stroke, so there was 180 degrees off. So I had to set it again. Remember, the timing is on the leads is 1342. So that's how I did it here. Made sure that the rotor matches 100%. So I also wanted to check if the injectors are pulsing. So it's a quick, simple test. Basically, I took a test light, and then on your injector wires, they'll have two wires on each injector. One is ground, one is power. So when you turn your ignition on, the one that sends power needs to be constantly on. So I just grounded my test light, and then I put the other end onto the constant power, made sure that I got constant power, and that was sorted. Then afterwards, I took my test light, I put one end on the positive battery terminal, and then I put the other end on the ground side of the injector. So when I made the guy crank the vehicle, the light needs to blink. So I knew the injectors are, the wires are sending power to the injectors. I then wanted to check fuel pressure, so I removed the petrol filter, made him turn the key. I saw that fuel was coming through. But since we have spark, since the timing is 100%, I suspected that the injectors are clogged or the fuel rail has a problem. So I took some perfume. You're supposed to use quick start or carburetor spray, but we didn't have. I took some perfume and shook it up a bit, and the car came to life. So after a year or two, the engine ran on its own, but obviously we cannot use perfume to keep the car running. So I would need to inspect the fuel regulator and check the rail out. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching.